Puntahan natin po yung sustansya ng inyong impeachment complaint. No? Sabi nyo, all but one of the impeachable offenses that are mentioned in the Constitution are cited dito sa complaint. Hindi nyo lang sinama yung treason. Ano po ba yung
Yes.
pinaka-glaring ground na binabanggit ninyo?
Okay, let me just refer to my notes here para hindi po ako magkamali dun sa mga actual grounds.
Article 1 nyo is ano? Sige.
Failure to properly account for the
Yes.
125 million in confidential funds granted to the OVP in 2022. And then yung Article 2, failure to account for over 650 million in additional confidential and intelligence funds for the OVP and DepEd. Now, meron din yung, as Article 4, misuse of 2.735 billion in confidential funds during her tenure as Davao City Mayor. In fact, dyan sa complaint ay pinakita kung gaano talaga kataas yung kung gaano karami yung mga binigay sa Davao City when she was still a mayor, lalo na nung panahon ng kanyang ama na bilang pangulo, kinumpare dun sa mga natatanggap ng mga mas mga city like Quezon City, like Makati City, like Manila, like Cebu. Masyadong mataas yung mga nakukuha doon na confidential funds sa Davao nung siya ay mayor. And then she left DepEd with 12 billion in disallowances, suspensions, and charges from the COA. 12 billion. And then yung nearly 7 billion, Article 7 naman, yung nearly 7 billion in unliquidated cash advances during her time as DepEd Secretary. Yung rigged bidding for laptops and other electronic devices in DepEd, lumabas din yan dun sa mga hearings sa House of Representatives. And then yung tungkol dun sa binulgar ni former Senator Sonny Trillanes, dun sa kanyang complaint, yung tungkol sa pag-aamas ng 111 million in personal accounts and hundreds of millions in joint accounts with her father between 2007 and 2015. And then yung unexplained receipt of funds from known drug personalities. Kasi pinakita din yan dun sa testimony, sa mga revelation ni Asierto, and then dun din sa complaint ni former Senator Trillanes. Failure to report and reflect the subject bank deposits as well as her insurance and investment accounts in her SALN. Meron pa nga yung sinama rin po sa complaint as part of betrayal of public trust, yung kanyang pag-aabandona ng kanyang duties nung Super Typhoon Karina, na nakita naman natin na mas ginusto niya na pumunta sa isang concert sa Germany. And then yung hindi niya pagkukondena, yung kanyang deafening silence sa Chinese aggression sa West Philippine Sea, which is is highly suspect and questionable. And nakakapag-isip tayo, bakit ganon? Na tayo mga ordinaryong mamamayan, ay hindi natin gusto, nagsasalita tayo dyan sa mga ginagawa ng China sa atin, lalo dyan sa West Philippine Sea. Pero yung second highest official of the land, wala siyang, we never heard her say anything about this, yung Chinese aggression. And then, syempre, yung mga narinig natin sa kanya na mga statements, yung tawag doon ng iba, tantrums, yung kanyang mga pagme-meltdown, yung statements na delikado, dangerous, which verge on criminal behavior. Na nagsimula ito nung I don't know what year, what month was that this year, yung tungkol nga dun sa he's the designated survivor. Di ba matindi yung implikasyon nun? Hindi siya nag-attend ng SONA and and designated herself as the survivor, as appointed herself as designated survivor, referring to that series ng Designated Survivor. May implied yan hindi maganda ang dating doon. And then lalo na, yung kanyang mga pag-meltdown, yung sa October 18, 2024, yung tungkol doon sa ipapaano niya uli yung remains nung dating Pangulo Ferdinand Marcos Sr. at itatapon niya sa West Philippine Sea at sa yung kanyang pag-ano niya na pupugutan niya ng ulo yung Pangulo. That was in October 18, which for the complainants revealed her psychological incapacity and lack of mental fitness to continue holding her office. Ganun din, yung another meltdown niya, yung the most recent, in November 24, na binulgar niya sa atin, sinabi niya sa atin, inamin niya na he had contracted a killer, an assassin, to kill 3 high-ranking officials kung meron daw mangyari sa kanya. So pinapakita nito yung extent ng kanyang mental incapacity, her depravity, and lack of mental fitness to continue holding the office. Yung mga ganong meltdowns, yung ganong mga statements, ano yan that's really bordering on criminal behavior. Kasi para kang nag-i-incite ng instability or destabilization or worse, sedition. Mga ganon. Those are very dangerous statements. Dapat na iniisip ng Vice President na as the Vice President, the second highest official of the land, she is supposed to be subject to higher standards in her conduct, especially in her public statements, just like the President. Mga ganun po. So marami pong grounds.
Sige. Nailatag na po ni Attorney De Lima yung mga grounds, no? Most of them. Pero I'll play devil's advocate po, ano. Dun muna tayo sa confidential funds. Obvious naman na ang daming questions that have been raised diyan po sa ongoing investigation sa House. At kitang-kita naman ng lahat na ayaw niyang sagutin, napakabastos ng kanyang pagtugon doon sa proseso sa House of Representatives. I think that is quite obvious to everyone. Pero tama ba na isinama doon sa impeachment complaint yung paggasta niya ng confidential fund nung hindi pa siya Vice President? When in fact, hindi naman siya ini-impeach. Hindi naman siya ma-impeach as mayor or vice mayor before, di ba? Ang focus dito, tanggalin siya bilang Vice President. Ano po yung relevance nun?
Ang parang pinapakita lang, sa tingin ko lang po, because I'm not a complainant and I'm not also the lawyer who assisted them. Ang sa tingin ko po, ang kanilang dito is para ipakita yung pattern. Nung mayor pa lang siya, nandyan na, nakikita na yung kanyang proclivities, yung kanyang mga tendencies to abuse power and also to engage in corruption. Yun po yung parang pinapakita nila sa tingin ko po.
Okay. So kung sakaling ilitigate siya pagdating doon sa Senado, gagamitin siya to establish a pattern. Pero dito kasi mukhang nilalatag siya bilang an article of impeachment.
O linagay nga po nila as an article. And that could be the explanation for that. Na, ngayon, second highest official of the land na siya, Vice President. Pero kung titingnan natin yung mayor siya, meron na rin siyang mga ganon na mga ginagawa na pwede rin sigurong i-consider. But again, the final say on this would be the House of Representatives if they opt to really go ahead with impeachment.